Yeah, no, it's a nay from me. Stay away from this movie. Just save your money. Okay, in all seriousness, what can I say about this movie that hasn't already been said? Just heading over to check the reviews on Morbius will let you know exactly how everyone feels. It's disappointing really, because Morbius could have been a good story. The main issue here is that there is no soul behind the movie. Morbius was straight up only made to add another villain to the Sinister Six. That's not to say that it would have been a bad thing, but they're just choosing to make him into another character whose ass Spidey has to whoop. This is unfortunate because he could have had his own thing. They could have set it up to have Blade begin to hunt him down as soon as he catches wind of all the murders and use that to up the ante a little. It would have also presented a good opportunity to actually bring in Blade, unlike that shitty cameo in Eternals where he doesn't really appear.
Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?
The story is so fucking mediocre. It's just pathetic. It is never made clear what the hell is wrong with Morbius except that it's some sort of blood defect. Also, his reasoning for looking for a cure to said defect is that he wants to save his best friend, I guess? I mean, Morbius knew the kid for about 5 minutes, but I guess we're supposed to like him because the kid got his ass whooped. I'm just not buying it, especially when you take into account that there were other kids that he was close to that seemingly died, but it's this kid who motivates him for, I guess, reasons? By the way, Morbius has this thing with another doctor, but there's not really a reason for why the characters should like each other. I mean, they work together, sure, but there's not really any chemistry behind their feelings. They literally just like each other because some headshot at Sony was like, hey, this guy needs a lover, make it happen. Also, can someone please explain to me the reasoning for the cop's side story in this movie? Don't get me wrong, I love Tyrese as much as the next guy, but I can't seem to understand why he and his buddy cop needed to be in this movie at all. They don't really play an integral role in any of this and are never present when anything is happening. They always show up hours later and don't really help at all. I mean, they're just ordinary guys, which is why I was left very baffled by this one specific scene. So the cops, they confront Morbius because they think he murdered these mercenaries, although they don't have any evidence to point them this way. And he instantly reveals that he has powers and he flies up like 20 sets of stairs to escape from them. Tyrese makes chase. Morbius suddenly stops on the roof because I guess he somehow just forgot to fly even though he was just doing it. He turns around and then bam, Tyrese is right there holding a gun. I guess this mofo has powers too. I don't know what the hell Sony is doing. They pulled similar crap with Venom. They nerfed both of the characters hard as hell by making their movies PG-13, and then they did this really weird thing where for some reason they don't want to strictly say that these characters are bad per se, so they have them try their hardest to avoid killing people. When they actually do kill people, they excuse it by essentially having people say, oh well, at least these people were assholes, so it's not that bad. I just don't see a reason to have them be pretend good if they're ultimately going to try to bring them into the Sinister Six. Also, you've all probably seen the post-credit scene at this point where Vulture tries to recruit Mobius. This scene left me confused for two different reasons. Firstly, I thought the Vulture felt as though he was indebted to Spidey, unless he considers him not revealing Spidey's identity as sufficient payment and still wants to kill him. But then again, didn't he forget his identity in the past Spider-Man movie, so he shouldn't know he's Peter and would still be indebted to him? This whole erasing him from people's memories crap is confusing. Secondly, why in the world would Morbius even want to join? He doesn't even know Spider-Man. What could he possibly stand to gain? It's frustrating, man. There was potential and they ruined it just to set up a different movie. It's insulting that Sony/Marvel would pull this crap, which is why I'm starting a petition to get Marvel cancelled. Okay, that's a lie. How about we don't do that, but let's send them a message that this crap won't fly. I already said that I give this movie an A, but let's take it one step forward. If you've seen the movie, leave your honest review. Tell Sony and Marvel that this crap is not okay. If you haven't seen the movie, honestly, you can skip it. You're better off having those extra 12 or so bucks, and you'll end up saving 2 hours where you're inevitably bored. With that being said, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you want to hear me say more? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to beat the crap out of that like button. Subscribe and hit that bell so you can catch all my future videos. And as always, this has been Subtly Artistic. Peace out.